sideboard one last time here at the StarCityGames.com Open in Atlanta, part of the SCG Tour. I'm Nick Miller, alongside Standard Open champion, two-time Standard Open champion in Atlanta, Korey McDuffie. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Got a trophy with that handshake.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you very much. 2
standards after the new sets. We've seen Atarka Red take down the trophy. Your build, much different than the previous we saw, although there's only one new card from Oath of the Gatewatch. Reckless Bushwhacker, I talked to you before the top 8. You said the card was great. I immediately made a mistake of not putting in 4.
Correct.
How good was the card for you this weekend, even though we didn't see it in the finals?
Well, first off, I'm definitely not a red mage by heart. I'm not one to... I don't really want to like make those kind of decisions, and it's not like you're sacrificing value to like kill your opponent fast. But I'm tending I want to like trade 1-for-1s over and over, and kind of like see who does the better option, that kind of thing. But recently, my best friend Arya, he's been playing mono red a lot, and I've just been kind of watching him and tuning it with him, and I've just kind of like been seeing like the problems with it. And sometimes the deck would like has the same problem as red always, like does drawing too many lands, or just not curving out, drawing the wrong half of your deck, and Painful Truths and Den Protector and Pia Nalar or something. Pia and Kia. All those cards like help you grind your opponent out and like help your burn spells like kind of go the distance. Cards like Siege Rhino, when Siege Rhino's around, it's really hard to kill your opponent without playing Siege Rhino yourself. So I decided to go around Siege Rhino this weekend, which is probably why I should have played 4 Bushwhacker. I didn't want to play any Battle Rage because people, checks out. People know that they're going to Battle Rage, become immense, and I just didn't want to play into their spot removal as much as I kind of want to go around. And Atarka's Command's like not that great of a card too, and I just wanted to make sure that I'm getting full value. So I just played a bunch of token makers, and it worked out really well. I sided 12 to 15 cards every Abzan deck, pretty much depending on how my opponent saw, or what cards my opponent saw game 1, or how the game played out game 1. I was able to like utilize that information and kind of like transform to the opposite end of the deck, so I blank some of my opponent's cards, and I get card advantage out of that too. So yeah, it was like really cool. It was a very, very good build.
Bold words to claim Atarka's Command not a very good card. I think I saw you deal 11 damage with it one time.
It is good. It doesn't make your bad hands better, pretty much. And there's a lot of cards in the deck like that, like Titan Strength. The cards virtually are really good when you're going off or whatever, but it's really hard to kind of like synchronize all the cards. So I feel like Den Protector, he has a relevant ability while he's in play.
Definitely.
And the Bushwhacker, it really, really matters. Like when you get to that end part of the game, I can't tell you how many times this tournament I got to 7 or 8 lands in play, played Swift Spear, Wild Slasher Guy, Atarka's Command my team, or Rabble Master, Bushwhacker, and then Atarka's Command my team attack, and deal a lot of damage. So the deck, I don't know, it was like a weird style. Definitely shows what someone who wouldn't normally play red would kind of take on a red deck, and the whole deck, I got really lucky a lot of my matches, as well as you need to run a tournament. But the deck ultimately, I would say, was really, really well meta game today. I did not lose to Collected Company. I did not lose to Abzan, and those I would say the 2 most expected decks nowadays. So.
Going back to you saying you're not really a red mage, that's exactly what I think when I see you. I was like, oh, you're probably on some sort of controlling deck. That's usually what we see you on.
Yeah.
But day 1 of the tournament, before round run, you're scrambling to put your deck together. You come up to the stage looking for basic lands.
The first time I've registered this many basic mountains, unless it's like block constructed, I'm not playing red ever.
I noticed you upgraded your lands a little bit in the top 8. You went into
the
full
Origins
art.
ones were kind of bothering me a little bit, but yeah, like I said, the deck was ultimately like a really good meta call. If you know that the deck's around, like Jerry's deck, I did not feel favored against at all, and I would just say it was like a pretty good run of Standard. All the Star City team, they exploit the previous metagame of every weekend. The next weekend's open, and I kind of like expect this deck to kind of be like that. It's probably one of the best decks this weekend. Maybe it'll be hated out next weekend, but ultimately it's very, very good.
Any other changes you think about going forward, or you think about more sideboard cards? Because this is the first time we've really seen the Atarka Red deck branch in to another color in a new sideboard plan.
I'm not saying I'm the only one that came up with this, but I figured I would be one of the only people playing Atarka's Red like this weekend. So I thought I was actually getting a lot of value, which I did. Like I said, I got to just kind of, whatever part of my deck that I saw game 1, I got to do the opposite angle game 2, so that I got like a lot of free value out of that. I think I would probably just like, I wouldn't scrap the deck, but I would try to take it like another angle. Like I think maybe now, there's always ways that you can exploit your opponent's cards, and that was what I really want to do with red this weekend.
All right. Well, you're now a two-time Standard Open champion in the building.
Yeah.
So congratulations. We hope to see you more on the SCG Tour going forward. We know your life's all about cards, so congratulations one last time.
Thanks a lot, man.
Going to send it back over to Patrick and Cedric there in the booth.